You, my friend, have entered your season of abundance. It gets to be easy and fun, to be successful on your terms, to be in alignment with your true self, and for this to be effortless, the way that it was meant to be. Before, we were conditioned and programmed by society to basically question everything, doubt ourselves, undermine our own intuition, inspiration, and creative expression, which was and is all that we truly need to have everything that we want, to create the life of our dreams. You see, somewhere along the way, we bought into this idea that there's some path, some way other than our own that is the way to go. You see, at some point, we picked up this notion that there is a right answer to this question of life, of this plus this equals success. It equals being good. It equals being accepted. It equals not standing out, not being too much. And that was the seed of shame that was planted within you, that gets triggered every time you feel that glimmer of your true self and that natural expression of your heart, of that inner child. And then you cringe and contract and contort yourself to fit in with the mold. And you see, this applies to everything, whether you're an entrepreneur, an artist, or a guide, or a creator of some kind. Your path, your aligned way is the way to true success for you. And it is effortless, and it is fun, and it is easy. It doesn't mean that there's not challenge, but it means that the challenge is an exciting adventure, that you get to meet these triggers, these limiting beliefs, these pockets of shame and guilt and fear that have been impregnated into you, impressed upon your subconscious. And therefore, this story that we buy into, that there's anything needed to be free, fulfilled, and wildly rich. But you see, it is your imagination, your creative spark, and your courage to express yourself authentically that is the path of least resistance to everything that you want. And that's the good news. But it's also the tricky part, because society is constantly reflecting back to us where we're falling short, where we're not enough, where we're too much. But that is where it's up to you, my friend. You get to be bold. You get to be bright. You get to shine. You get to be you if you were to only choose for that. And this is what it's all about, being in alignment with you. It takes courage. It takes bravery. It takes a willingness to let go of the perception that others have of you, the judgment, the criticisms, the expectations that the world will throw at you. When you embrace yourself wholly, when you are even able to meet the shame and the guilt and the fear that comes up, that doubt, that insecurity, that sense of unsafety that keeps you contracting back into the familiar, that old false self. You see, we're only ever just waiting for permission from someone, from something, so that we can be who we are. But you're actually only ever waiting for permission from yourself. You see, there are no external circumstances, no one of authority that's actually in the way of everything that you want, except for you. It is your inner, emotional, mental reality, which actually is the matrix. There is no external, outer matrix. The matrix is really just your unfelt feelings, your unfaced thoughts and beliefs that remain unconscious, which rule you from the shadows and give you this idea, this suggestion that there's anything that you need to do, anything that you need to live up to, any path or way that you need to follow in order to be successful and wildly rich. The path is within you, and you are the way. So when you seek first that kingdom of heaven within you, that state of being within you, which is your innermost self, your true alignment, and therefore your true north. You see, when you align your compass with your own joy, with your own inspiration, with your own excitement, when you embrace your creativity, your imagination, then everything comes to you in alignment with what's most true. When you seek to include and integrate all aspects of you, then there is nothing left to hold you back from being the creative powerhouse that you are. And then you get to be like a child again. And then you get to create what you love. And this is the key, because what you love is what people want. And when you offer that value, which comes from your pure love, and it meets what other people truly want, then you have something immeasurably valuable. And that's what makes you wildly rich, because there's only one of you. So when you're in tune with your creativity, your true imagination, then you have everything that you need to be abundant. Because that stream of abundance, which is a flow of generosity, of giving, of creating, then you get what you give. Because that unique stream of individuality, which you were created to be, a one-of-a-kind masterpiece in the making, every single day, meeting those parts of you that you have deemed inappropriate, unacceptable. And when you bring those into the light of your awareness, you accept yourself and love yourself and express yourself authentically, boldly, shamelessly. People recognize that. They resonate with that, because that is what we want more than anything. That is what everyone wants. That is the currency of creativity and authenticity that is the beacon of hope in our world. It is the truth. It is freedom itself. And that is why everyone wants this, because it is made of pure love. It is made of your most essential form, the light of your being, which is pure possibility. And when you create from there, then you create abundance everywhere you look. And this is the intention behind my Wildly Rich immersion. And so if you want to join a community of like-minded, open-hearted people, you want to work with me one-to-one over 4 weeks to explore this, to adventure in this, to play in this, comment Rich down below. I'll send you a link where you can learn more about this before we start this coming weekend, August 24th. There are still a few spots available. If you've been considering this and you want in on this, then I want you to be there. And this is my personal invitation to you, to comment Rich down below, to receive this invitation, to act on your inspiration, to create the life of your dreams, to align with your true self, and to create a wildly rich reality